I know that guys like Ali Abdal, Matthew DeVello, Mr. Biggs, Ryan, and Grant Stefan, they all use either Adobe Premiere Pro, Final Cut, or the DaVinci Resolve, especially the latest version. But are they the best? If you are just getting started with video editing, you're trying to find your way around, which one should you start with? Well, this video is going to be the first video to compare Adobe Premiere Pro and Movavi video editor side by side. Let's begin. First, let's talk about the user friendliness. Well, when it comes to the user friendliness, you will agree with me that the basic video editors are always very clean, they are intuitive, and they are easy to use. There's not a lot of bells and whistles there. Adobe Premiere Pro has 3 panels. It has the project panel where you can import all your clips. It's at the left bottom of the workspace, and so you import all your clips there. And then you have the source monitor where you can preview whatever you imported into the project panel. And then we have the program monitor where you can preview whatever you're doing in your timeline. But for Movavi Video Editor Plus, it has only 2. It has the project where you can import all your clips, and it has the program monitor where you can see whatever you're working on. It's so clean, it's so intuitive, and there's no complex tools and navigations here and there. Of course, editing tools, Adobe Premiere Pro has a lot of editing tools, no doubt, but most of these editing tools are very difficult to find. They are hard to access. But when it comes to the Movavi Video Editor Plus, you can just see the tools by the top left. You can click on them and it will drop down, or it will expand, where you can see all of the transitions, the text, and everything you need to edit your videos. Of course, when it comes to these editing tools, Adobe has more tools and more powerful modern tools that you can use to enhance and give your video that professional touch. But when it comes to easy access, Movavi Editor Plus beats on that. Let's talk about audio enhancement. When it comes to audio enhancement, no doubt Adobe Premiere Pro is the best because you can enhance your audio. So if you're recording your audio, and when you import your audio file into the project panel and you discover that the waveform is just too high, getting into the yellow and the red section, you can just reduce it. You can fine-tune it to the best audio that is ideal for hearing and for YouTube and for the web in general. But when it comes to Movavi Video Editor Plus, there's no way to really fine-tune your audio. Although you can increase and reduce it, but you can't fine-tune it. You can't enhance it to to be that suitable. So it is very suitable for beginners who just want to get their audio ready and just to sync it and get their videos ready. But when it comes to professional audio editing and enhancement, Adobe is the best for you. So let's talk about color correction and color grading and LUTs and presets. Of course, there's a difference between color correction and color grading, but that is beyond the scope of this video. But just bear in mind that color correction and color grading, LUTs, presets, they are all concepts you use and tools you use to enhance the quality of your footage, your image, your videos, and making them, giving them that cinematic look. So when it comes to Adobe is number 1 when it comes to color correction, because you can tweak your saturation, you can tweak your hue, your gamma, even the shadows. You can do all of those things. And when it comes to color grading, you can also do a lot with color grading when it comes to Adobe Premiere Pro. There's a lot of plugins supported that you can just install and use them to enhance your color grades. When like Cinema Grade, there's a plugin called Cinema Grade that helps you to, the skin tone, to enhance the skin tone, to enhance the color, to enhance everything, to grade just by moving your mouse, dragging it and changing colors. That is nice. Movavi Video Editor Plus does not allow you to install. To the best of my knowledge, you cannot install a third-party plugin that helps you with color grading and color correction, but you can correct your footage, your image. There are basic correction tools that like saturations, but you can't do much more than that. With LUTs, in the past, Movavi Video Editor Plus does not allow you to install external LUTs. LUTs that you downloaded online or you bought from somewhere, you cannot install them. But thank God you can do that now. Of course, when you install these lots, there's nothing much you can do when you install them in Movavi Video Editor Plus. You can just add them, but you can't tweak, you can't enhance, you can't do any other thing. Even with your presets, you can't do any other thing. But when it comes to Adobe, when you import and add your lots, which is your lookup tables, you can actually enhance them, improve them, and make them the best. So you can see that when it comes to professional video editing, especially for filmmaking, documentaries, interviews, and formal video, videography in general, Adobe is the best. But when it comes to basic YouTube videos and getting your videos out there for your brand, the Movavi Video Editor Plus is the best. So let's talk about the timeline, because timeline is where the magic happens. In Adobe, the timeline is a bit complicated because you have to, drag a lot of stuff there. And when you have a lot of complex projects, a lot of clips, it can get so confusing. But with the Movavi, it is so easy. Your timeline is so easy. When you want to cut a clip or to slice it, you just simply use the scissors. When you want to do that in Adobe, you have to use the razor, and you have to click the exact point where the line, the playhead is, to cut it. But with the Movavi Video Editor Plus, you don't have to click the exact place where the playhead is. Once you position the playhead, you can just click the scissors and it will slice it or cut it into two. Reducing, slicing, splicing, or whatever you call it, cutting out unnecessary or unwanted sections of your video, they are all similar both in Adobe Premiere Pro and Movavi Video Editor. But the timeline in Movavi is way cleaner, it's way beginner friendly, it's way intuitive. But when it comes to real-time effects of whatever you're doing, Adobe is the best, because when you effect a change, it happens right away. But when you effect a change in Movavi, there's a few seconds delay, probably because my system is a bit slow. But a lot of people have also complained that when you effect a change, maybe you add a transition, it doesn't happen instantly. It just takes like a few seconds, 1 or 2 seconds to happen. But it doesn't happen like that in Adobe. It's instant, it's real time. So let's talk about transitions. Transitions is one of the things you can do to enhance your videos. And when it comes to Movavi Video Editor and Adobe, they have transitions. But when it comes to Adobe, Adobe has better transitions, more intuitive transitions that you can use, like so many of them. There are so many you can, but the access to bring up the transitions, you have to go through a few clicks to get to the transitions. But with the Movavi Video Editor, there's just a click to access the transitions and the animations wizard, which allows you to add a default transition and animation to all your clips, or you can just click it and add a custom one. So the easy access is what you get with the Movavi, but more, availability, a lot, plenty of them, you find it in the Adobe Premiere Pro. What about the processing and the exporting? Adobe Premiere Pro is a heavy program. Even the company recommends a high-end computer. You need Windows 10, you need 8 gigabytes of RAM, and you need, even the NVIDIA to be able to process it and to have the optimum, experience when using Adobe Premiere Pro. The Movavi Video Editor Plus is not like that. You can use it with any system. I use it with my HP. I just bought a new one, but it works. It's so easy to use, and when you're exporting your files and your edited video, it's quick. Whereas in Adobe, it takes a little while for you to export your videos because it's kind of heavy, using the resources on your computer a lot. But Movavi doesn't use that. It just does that quickly. I don't know how it happens because I'm still very new to video editing, but it's faster in my own experience. When it comes to pricing, let's talk about pricing. So the cost of Adobe Premiere Pro is enough to buy you this wireless keyboard and mouse. In fact, the cost of Adobe Premiere Pro is enough to get you a good lens, an SD card, a digital camera, and some of the accessories to start off your YouTube channel. So how much does it really cost? Adobe Premiere Pro, you can get it in two ways. You can get it as a Creative Cloud software. When you join the membership subscription program, you can get it for about $34 per month. And you can also get Photoshop, After Effects, Lightroom, and so many other programs that Adobe offers. But if you want to get the Adobe Premiere Pro alone, you should be ready to pay $20.99 per month, or about $240 per month, which is the cost of this wireless keyboard or your digital camera, just a good digital camera to start your video adventure. So it costs about $250 per year, or $20.99 per month if you decide to pay monthly. So what about Movavi Video Editor Plus? Well, that is just the fraction of the cost of Adobe Premiere Pro. It costs about $39.40 per year. So if you're looking for just a basic video editor to get started, a basic video editor in quotes with some of the advanced features that you can master in no time, then Movavi Video Editor Plus is what you should go for, because it's quite cheap. I purchased it last year and I'm yet to renew my membership, and it cost me just $40 per year, and I've been using it. And then when it comes to stock, you have a lot of stock images, stock assets that you can use with the Movavi Video Editor Plus, but some of them cost additional, you have to pay additional money to be able to access them. But with the Adobe, you have a lot that you can use through the Adobe Premiere Pro. So what about the community? Let's talk about community, because community is key here. Adobe Premiere Pro has a lot of community. I mentioned earlier that some of the popular YouTubers mostly use Adobe Final Cut and DaVinci Resolve, and these three video editing software have a lot of community, a lot of support, add-ons, plugins, tools that you can use to enhance your videos, and Adobe supports nearly all of them, if not all. So, but Movavi Video Editor Plus, to the best of my knowledge, I haven't seen a plugin that you can install, except you can install LUTs, but you cannot install Cinema Grade, which is one of my favorite tools to improve my color grading and to correct my footage and to give you that look and cinematic feel. So community, you have a lot of resources, videos on YouTube that teaches you how to master and use Adobe Premiere Pro. Let me tell you something that you never knew. I learned how to use Adobe Premiere Pro through YouTube videos and Skillshare. There are so many courses there that teaches you how to use both the basic tools and the advanced tools, and I'm grateful for all of these authors and instructors that are helping out. But when it comes to Movavi, it's only on the YouTube channel and some of the documentations and resources, just a few of them that you can learn. It's just a hard way to learn, but the beauty of it is that the software is quite easy to use and you can get started right away. So let's talk about the thing that matters most when it comes to videos, which is text and graphics and adding special effects. So in Adobe, you cannot beat that. Adobe has a lot of text, animations, special effects, graphics that you can use and you can enhance them. But when it comes to Movavi Video Editor, one of the things I love about it is that it has preset text. So these are like text that appears, that has a background, some text that has an outline, some text that has that has been improved, that has been set to a particular font, and there's the basic text also. There's the text that has a shadow, so you can choose the basic text and then customize it the way you want, change the font, change everything, add shadow, add outline, change the color. But with the Adobe Premiere Pro, there are no preset text. I haven't seen and I haven't used them. I usually click on the T icon and then I click it on my in my project, my program monitor, and then I can type whatever I want and then I can customize it to my liking. So that is also a way to save time when you're using the Movavi Video Editor Plus, because you can use the custom built text, the preset, to just get started with your videos, or you can just use the simple one that has no effect at all and do it as well. Animations is on both, but Adobe has better animations than Movavi, but Movavi has a way to get started, and if you use it long enough and get dedicated and consistent, you can master how to use the Movavi Video Editor Plus to produce even better quality looking videos than someone who uses Adobe but doesn't know how to use it. At the end of the day, it's all about mastering the skills of video editing, not really the tools that you use in your arsenal. So make sure that when it comes to video editing, there is something that matters, and that is using cool effects in your videos. And in Movavi Video Editor Plus, it is so easy to do, and I will show you how to do it. Continue on with this video to see some cool effects that you can use in your videos, and I will see you next week. Peace.